practice for life sciences. He's been advising pharma, biotech, and healthcare since the past 20 years. He's worked at the White House during Clinton and Bush administration and has made key decisions on healthcare policy. He's also an advisor to many committees for the FDA and HHS. Please welcome on stage Manoj.
So thanks for inviting me for this event. Answering David's question, my dad is 92, and he was in Stanford in ER like 3 weeks ago. And one of the questions I asked him is, Dad, do you want to continue or do you want to live? And he said, yeah, I can live 120 years. And when I looked at him, I said to myself, I don't want to be there, because I was a little stressed out with all the machines that were attached to him, although I've been in life sciences for a really long time. So serving the needs of the patients through AI and emerging technologies, in my role, I've had worked with all the different stakeholders in the industry, the regulators, medical device companies, healthcare systems, hospital information systems, advisors, so on and so forth. So my perspective is more around, what I've learned over a period of time and what we do today with a lot of life sciences companies, and also looking at all the technologies that come in and out, and answering the question on doctor on demand and the impact of AI. There's someone doing that right now, and I've seen that. So there is a lot of research at this time, and I'm going to walk you through something about what we have learned about AI, life sciences, and patients. It's a glimpse, and feel free to ask questions, stop me anytime. So this is what is happening today. There's a lot of focus around technology in life sciences. There's innovation everywhere. 10 years ago, when I worked with the FDA, the HHS, I worked with companies well before 23andMe came in. I worked with med device companies. Innovation was a word that was rare, like a rare disease. No one talked about innovation. Everyone was focused about volume. How do I stay in business? How do I work with the regulators? How do I actually get a product out to the market? And what's happening today? Everywhere you hear about drones, liquid biopsy. You hear about CAR T therapies. You've seen so many deals in the last 3 months on CAR T that I'll be surprised and shocked. So things are changing. So power of data and AI is converging. Previously it was all about volume, and now it's all about value. Everyone's talking about delivering value to patients. You see, focus around blockchain. You talk about personalized healthcare, personalized science, AI, analytics, data, IoT. Every single business in life sciences, hospital, medical device companies, and patient care has been affected by technology. You have a phone in your hand, you have an Apple Watch in your hand. You have been tracked every single day. Your vital signs are being tracked every single day. Data is flowing in and out of your system, back to companies, back to hospital systems who deliver value to you. So what's driving the pressure for companies in this industry? Rising cost of labor. So when you talk of AI, everyone talks about AI, but if you have talked to any life science companies or hospital systems, a lot of people don't know what AI would do for them. In fact, a lot of people don't know what AI is. And a lot of people don't have talent to do what they want to do. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that in my other slides. There's obviously the pressure from the government around pricing. You heard that every single day. If you're on CNN, you're on MSNBC, Fox, you hear that. There's a desire to connect disparate people and resources Um, I've been in the industry for long, and you guys have been there as well. Work with cancer patients, AIDS patients, people trying to find cure, um, find answers to their problems. They reach out to a lot of physicians, a lot of companies, and they reach out to seek data. Clinical trials site, if you go there, there's a lot of clinical trials happening today, and patients are investing their time trying to find cures, trying to enroll in those trials. So there's a lot of data on that site. There's a lot of data being accessed, and patients need answers to it. So there are pressures on the system itself. So if I look at the top 10 AI applications today, so this slide is very interesting. So if you look at the top 10, and you'll see where healthcare applications exist today, and the demand, and the potential. So the light color is the potential. Robotic-assisted surgery is a big, big area as of today, where a lot of money is pouring in, investments are pouring in from a AI perspective. A lot of research happening today at academia and universities. Virtual nursing assistants, that's been a big business. I mean, someone asked me the other day when I was at JPM that, do you think this business is going to grow? And that is going to grow big time. I mean, it's not even started. And then finally, connected machines. I just talked about the clinical trial sites. Connected machines, connecting two machines and connecting patients is key. And then finally, cybersecurity. I mean, there's so much data, patient data that resides in the system. I mean, you need to be smart with the security that would control that application, that platform, and the technology. So this is a prediction, 2022. Based on what we heard, what we have seen, what we have talked to clients, to patients, to customers, this is where you see a lot of the life sciences companies and healthcare companies investing their money in top dollars. I mean, you look at RAS, which is a robotic assisted surgery. I showed you the slide before. I mean, look at the potential. It's just going to pick up and pick up pretty fast. Virtual nursing assistants is going to boom. But if you see the life sciences, core pharma and biotech focus is going to show in and kick in this year and next year. Patient recruitment is an area that's going to pick up as well pretty fast. I mean, there's still concerns around how to recruit patients, the human touch in recruiting patients, talking to patients, but that's going to change. So what's happening through that is a different operating model. The emerging operating models coming up, there's more focus around product and product outcomes-based, and then there's going to be this platform economy, where the focus is around health and wellness ecosystem, focus is around delivering value to the patients, and making sure that there is a concerted effort to drive a personalized healthcare ecosystem. And then finally, each process within the drug discovery or the life sciences business is going to be affected by AI. I mean, talked about clinical trials, safety and pharmacovigilance, precision medicine, and finally the disease management focus. That's about it. That was my presentation. I'm really happy to answer any questions. So the early diagnosis piece of it is mostly a human touch. What we have seen and talking to physicians and hospitals and patients don't need machines to talk to them. Life sciences companies are doing a lot of work in early diagnosis. So they're doing the investments around AI and deep learning in in machine learning around looking at patient data, working with companies or hospital systems like UCSF and Stanford, to do a lot of that data mining and analysis. So they're doing that piece. But when it comes to physicians and hospitals, I mean, they still want to keep that touch with the patients. They really don't want to move to machine as such. But the back-end systems, which are the data piece, is being accessed by a lot of companies.
I understand the role of AI in the patient side of things. How about the provider and the payer side of it? Today, every fifth dollar is spent on healthcare, and that's unsustainable. So what can we do to leverage this data and all the technology we have to cut down the cost and make it more sustainable?